Our next story takes us to the mountains of the Western Andes in northern Ecuador. "30 years ago, these hillsides were covered in thick forests. Today, less than 10% of the forests remain. Deforestation and slash-and-burn agriculture have had a catastrophic effect on the environment and the livelihoods of the people who live here. One woman is trying to halt the damage and protect what's left of the Ecuadorian countryside. High in the Mira Valley lies the tiny village of Guayupe. 44 years ago, Maria Eliza Manteca Oñate was born here to humble peasant farmers. She grew up to love the land and the people who worked it.
I grew up in Guayupe and I had a lovely childhood. In a way, it was because I did what I wanted to do. My parents gave me the space I needed. I think I was born with a certain rebelliousness that led me to want to do things.
At the age of 15, Maria left Guayupe and traveled to the capital, Quito, to work as a maid. Economic pressure had forced many people from the Mira Valley into the city looking for a brighter future. When Maria arrived, she was shocked to discover that rural migrants were unable to find work and often ended up living on the streets.
When I began to discover Quito, to see the reality that nobody had talked to me about, I began to study because I wanted to have a profession that will allow me to help people from the countryside.
After several years working as a maid, Maria opened La Casa de Eliza, a small hostel for tourists. She aimed to raise money to start a project in the Mira Valley that would help people improve their economic situation.
Casa de Eliza is the place where my dreams started to come true. I became independent and no longer relied on others. It was then that I said to myself, if I have been able to do this, I can do much more. Casa de Eliza was also where I generated my first real income, and until recently this income has been what maintained and supported my work. It has been the pillar of the foundation.
To inspire others with her passion for the countryside, Maria Eliza began organizing treks into the Andes for her guests. She offers a unique perspective on this beautiful but endangered environment and the need to protect it. By 1995, Maria had enough money to buy Peña Negra, a small farm near Guayupe. Here she established the Golondrinas Foundation and her real work began. Her plan was to show how existing farmland could be protected and made profitable. Under pressure to increase crops, the hill farmers of the Mira Valley have slashed and burned more and more trees to create farming land. The vegetation that held the precious topsoil to the hillside has been destroyed. The problem is made worse by vertical planting. When the rains come, vital soil nutrients are washed down the slope, rendering the land infertile. To stop this, Maria Eliza has introduced vetiver, a rough-looking grass from India with deep, penetrating roots. When planted in hedges horizontally along the contours of the slope, vetiver stabilizes the earth and allows the formation of gently sloping terraces, creating an ideal growing platform. Local farmers are reluctant to change, but Maria Eliza teaches through example, in the hope that the benefits of using vetiver will be its best advertisement.
You cannot really teach the farmers. You can only really explain what you think is better, little by little, respecting their customs and traditions. People have to realize for themselves. And we have the obligation to teach them what we know. That's why Peña Negra is like an open book.
Today is the Festival of the Tree, and Maria has recruited the children from the valley to help celebrate by planting 250 saplings.
No vayan a poner abajo porque esos están pelados, esos no están bien. Con los niños hago la parte educativa.
I do educational activities with the children because it's very important for them and the future of our project. If they learn how to love and appreciate what we have here, then I am not working in vain.
Maria Eliza has a gift for mobilizing the whole community in her projects, and by midday the fiesta is in full swing.
Today we are celebrating the Day of the Tree. I would like to remind you all how important the trees are in our lives. Thanks to the trees, we have a better and healthier life.
Nosotros podemos tener una vida sana, agradable y sin problemas.
In the afternoon, children plant the trees close to their school so that they'll be able to study. Maria hopes that as the trees and the children grow up together, they'll both help undo the damage of deforestation in this country. High in the mountains, Maria has just bought another farm to teach farmers that growing fruit is more lucrative than felling trees for timber.
Esta finca la compré hace 2 meses.
I bought this farm 2 months ago to show the people in the area that we can have an alternative to wood cutting, which is how many of them make their living. To show them that with this plant, la naranjilla, they can make enough money, if not more than enough, in order to survive.
From humble beginnings, Maria Eliza is now a powerful force for change in the Mira Valley. Through the Golondrinas Foundation, she's showing people here a new way to farm, to protect both the landscape and their livelihoods for future generations.
I am doing this because I feel it here in my heart, and when I set myself a goal, I don't stop until I achieve it.
No llego allá, ¿no?